Welcome to this short creative mindfulness session, and the theme of this is flow. Keep it moving and flow. So very simple. I have got a scrapbook here. So scrapbook, journal, piece of paper, notepad, whatever you might have handy. And I've got a few different coloured pencils, and I'm starting with this green one, and I've just started to do a circle and then do another circle. Some of the circles I have already coloured in, so I'm just going back over and colouring in those circles. So my intention is that I keep my pencil moving, the tip of my pencil moving, the whole length of the pencil moving, my hand moving. I'm circling around within each circle, and each circle leads to another circle. I don't get stuck in one circle, I don't get stuck on one circle. I don't get stuck in one place. I just keep flowing from one circle to another. And I can flow from small circle to larger circle, just effortlessly, just keeping the flow going. I can go back to a small circle and a small circle. I can do a run of small circles, and then I can go and flow back into a larger circle. These quick and easy creative mindfulness activities help to bring us back to calm, bring us back to just focusing on one thing, which is keeping the pencil moving, circling it round, moving from one circle to another. So these activities are part of quite a series of activities that I offer on my Patreon page, Calm and Connection, which is an online platform that followers can access my content 24/7. So it's just not a little bit of creative mindfulness where I would be guiding you through a meditation and then into the artwork where we're focusing on, as we are doing here, on one word, circling the pencil round, flowing from one circle to another. But we're also focusing on our breath. So as I'm doing this now, even though I'm talking, focusing on my in-breath, my out-breath. Keep it flowing, extending my out-breath if I choose, which is always a good method to help one return to calm or to quieten anxiety, just to extend that out-breath. Now I'm choosing a different colour, and I'm going to, that one broke, I'm going to so the message there could be, if something is broken, just move on to the next. Move on to the next, move on to the next. Don't get stuck in one's emotions, in one's thoughts. So as well as Creative Mindfulness pre-recorded meditations each month, and there's many themes that I offer on my Patreon page. We also do themes for the month and action tips to achieve calm or to achieve a goal. We have meditation practices that vary, and we practice them via the recordings that patrons can access 24/7. We do intuitive workshops as well. And there's a lot of journaling prompts which is coming up as I do this now. This is very simple. Like really, I could have had just a small piece of paper, just this size. What's coming through for me is just keep it moving. Not to dwell on any one thing. It can be to feel the emotions that come up, but then use our breath to release or help release those emotions, and to express our emotions via the artwork. It's also that it can be that we have a range of emotions within us. They are all valid, whether they be large or small. And just to close off on this, we can then continue with that, keeping it flowing by just going around each of those coloured circles. I've got here a permanent marker, and without taking the permanent marker off the paper, I'm just keeping it flowing. Sometimes I do these activities with music on. Sometimes I have some singing bowls in the background. So my emotions are all valid, they're all connected, but one doesn't stop me from moving on, moving through, continuing my flow. And when I would get to here, I would be then coming down, just flowing through those emotions again, and then continuing further down here. Can be quite, of course, very calming, this simple exercise. But also it can be very insightful, what comes up for you when you're not overthinking, when you're just doing something very simple as drawing and colouring in circles and then bringing an outline to them all. So if you're interested in more of what I offer, the link for my Patreon page, Calm and Connection, is below. So is my link to my website. So I'm a sound energy healer. My name is Bernie Ganane. I'm a sound energy healer, a Reiki Master. I do intuitive channeling. I do numerology readings. And what I might do here is just continue the flow, just with the black. What's coming up for me here is, and I know I've lifted my pen off the page, but what's coming up for me here, it's like there's bubbles, and allowing whatever emotions to bubble up rather than keeping them held down. So allowing my emotions to bubble up in this safe process. Honouring each of these emotions as well. Each of these circles is honoured in that they're all given time, space, they're given the same process, the same attention. So I have 4 tiers with my Patreon page as well. First tier is called Gratitude, which is $5 a month. I have second tier, which is Creative Calm, which brings in a little bit of mindfulness. The first tier brings in a little bit of creative mindfulness, but it's more so calming meditations. So tier 2 gets the content of tier 1 as well. Tier 3 is Heart and Soul. So we dive a little bit deeper into journaling, more meditations. We do a full moon meditation. I always generally have an animal for the month as well, a theme, not only in word but also animal. So the Heart and Soul tier 3 is $15 a month, and it of course has the new content, the extra content, but also has the content of tiers 2 and 1 as well. And then the 4th tier is called Evolve. It's a deeper dive into, well, as the name suggests, evolving, growing, healing, gaining insight, feeling more confident. And of course it has extra content and intuitive workshops, sometimes working with crystals, sometimes guided meditations. And it has the content, of course, also of tiers 3, 2, 1 as well. So I like what is here. This could be all black, just a little bit of white in places just to sort of highlight where the black is, or it might be colouring in some of those black ones as well, or leaving even some space for some of those emotions, leaving some space for some of those emotions to appear. Another suggestion is whatever words came up for you. So definitely flow came up. Flow. And honour came up as well. So respect, honour for the emotions that may rise. Calm came up. So hope you enjoyed that. The links are below if you would like to participate or know a little bit more about my online work. Thank you for stopping by.